This video is about a controversial subject. It's about the value in embracing the unwanted and why that actually is mandatory if you're going to make change. Keep watching and I will explain. In order to fully understand the statement that I just made, you have to understand something about law of attraction. So if you watched my videos, you probably have a good grip on that. If you haven't, I'm going to give you just a quick rundown on how law of attraction works. We emit a vibrational frequency. There is information on that frequency. It's kind of like the frequency that is sent out by a radio station. The radio station has its own frequency. There's information on it. That's what you hear when you dial into that station. You dial into that frequency. And did you know that the call number of the radio station indicates how many times that frequency peaks in 1 second? For example, if the radio station called 98.6 is your favorite, well, they got that call number because their frequency peaks 98.6 times in a second. Just a little bit of trivia there. Back to the point. That frequency that they send out has information. You want to tune into it on the radio and you can hear that information. Tune into a different call number, a different frequency. It's got different information on it. Well, we're kind of like a radio station in that we both send and receive frequencies. But here's the thing is that we are sending out two different frequencies. It's like two different radio stations at the same time, and they are not 50-50, okay? The conscious part of your mind is sending out what you really want, but it's only contributing 1 to 5% of the totality of this frequency. The subconscious mind is sending out 95 to 99% of that. These two frequencies have usually very different information on them. So, it doesn't take a huge leap of understanding to see that the information on the subconscious part is going to dominate the information on the conscious part. So, why do I say you have to embrace the value in an unwanted situation in order to change it? It's for this reason. If you have an unwanted problem, let's say you have a bad habit or you have a low self-esteem or you can't stop thinking about an abusive situation that you experienced, whatever the unwanted thing is, well, your subconscious mind is all about it, okay? So as you send out frequency, and let me clarify, you don't just decide, okay, I'm going to sit down at 2 o'clock and send out frequency. No, it's always going out. It's never not going out. You're never not manifesting, okay? So your subconscious mind is all about this unwanted problem. If you make it, if you demonize it, so to speak, you make it the enemy, you're saying, oh, I hate doing this. I got to stop doing this. A good example is somebody who's not sleeping well. Most people who don't sleep well, they keep reprogramming themselves to not sleep well because all they do is complain about it. Oh, I'm so tired all night. I didn't get any sleep all night. I didn't get to sleep until 2 o'clock in the morning. And I tossed and I turned and I wake up and I feel like I need a nap. And I just drag ass all day long, yada, yada, yada. Okay. That is the information going out on that frequency. It's finding a frequency, or rather, it is being found by a frequency that resonates with it. And that's what's coming back to you. So as long as you keep focusing on the unwanted aspect of that situation, you're going to keep bringing that back into your life experience. How do we change that? Well, we can't just flip it off and on, not flip it off, but turn it on and off like a light switch, right? Here's what I want you to do. This works beautifully. Look at that unwanted situation and see if you can glean one little piece of value out of that. Sometimes that's really hard to do. Here's a good way to do it. Look at the unwanted habit or situation and think back to when did it start? Look at the origins, okay? Look at the early history of this unwanted problem. When did it start and what else was going on at about the same time? Because that is where you're going to find the value. That's where the value is. It's when that habit of mind or whatever it is, it's when it was created. It did have a positive intention. You know, if you have a poor sleep habit, it's no fun now, but when it first started, think back to when it started. What was the positive intention your subconscious mind had in the creation of that unwanted thing? Where's the value back then? Okay. If it's sleep, maybe it's when you had a new baby. And yeah, it was really helpful for you to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was helpful for you to be a light sleeper so that you could attend to that child in a timely manner. Maybe the poor sleep pattern started for you when you were, you had big plans. Maybe you're going to get married or you're going to buy a new house and you're so excited. You just don't want to think about it. So your subconscious mind is like, oh, you got so much fun stuff to think about. Let's keep you up all night so you can keep thinking about it because you seem to really quite enjoy that. Well, that's great. When, 20 years ago when that was happening, fast forward to today, and it's like, you know what? That's not happening anymore. But your subconscious mind doesn't know that. It doesn't grow and change and expand and learn like conscious you does. Whatever program is created in your subconscious mind, once that is a completed circuit, a learned behavior, a completed habit, it kind of gets archived. And it includes all the value that was present at the time that habit was created. Are you a cigarette smoker? Well, right here and now today, smoking has no value. But if you look back to the origin of the smoking habit, when you first started smoking, there was value in it. It was fun. I know personally, I was a teenager. It was fun. There was smoking and drinking and great music and a festive environment. And we were independent. And, that rebelliousness was kind of fun too. There was all that value at the time that habit was created. So back to the point of this video. The best way to let go of a negative habit is to find the value, the benefit, that little jewel, that diamond in the rough, and extract that, keep that for yourself. And then you want to tell your subconscious mind, thank you. Thank you for that value that you brought into my life at that time. But I don't need it anymore because right here and right now is a different time of my life. And so now this is what's going on. So you've changed the information on that vibrational frequency without including the negativity of what you do not want. I hope this is making sense. It's all about the information that's going out on the frequency. We want the information on the subconscious mind to be as close as possible to the information that your conscious mind wants. And hypnosis is a beautiful way to do that. Either working with a practitioner such as myself or learning to do self-hypnosis, which you can learn in a variety of ways, including this book that I've written, including a course that I created, and they go beautifully together, but you don't have to do both of them. That's not required. But I highly encourage you, I recommend that you learn how to do that. It is the best way to change that vibrational frequency. And it's the information you're sending out on the frequency that is resulting in your life experience. So find the value, embrace it, thank it, bless it, as far as the rest of it goes, and send it on its way with love and understanding as you move into the new way of being. That is how you change that frequency so that your life experience is under your control. Let me know if this made sense to you. Give me a thumbs up. Leave some comments for me. If you relate to this, I bet you do. I know you do. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you again. Take care.